Hello, people of the world. Or bored people who somehow accidentally got here in an unknown way. Today, I have something on my mind. It's been on my mind for a long time. It comes up pretty much every single day, and I feel like there's no way in the world that I can be the only person who feels this way. At least I hope that I'm not. Maybe someone will see this and feel the same and reach out and we'll be friends and we can talk about this and we can support each other. But I don't want children. I don't. I never have. I have never changed my mind on the matter. Ever since I was really young, I just thought to myself that, I don't want to be a mom, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But being a female and being at this age that I am at, people continually will ask me, oh, when are you gonna have children? Or kind of throw out, when you have children, blah, blah, blah. And it's always this hard thing of, do I respond honestly and tell this stranger or friend or family member or maybe coworker how I feel and have to deal with this whole awkward fight? Or do I just let them assume whatever it is that they want to assume and carry on with some fake conversation? I've noticed that when I do stand my ground and correct them and say, you know what, actually, I don't want to have children. That's not something for me. I don't see that happening. People like to jump down my throat and tell me, oh, you just feel that way right now, or you'll change your mind eventually, as if my feelings and thoughts and ideas are wrong. Maybe they had children and so they think that that's the way that it has to be. And I think that in society it kind of is this thing of, you grow up, you get married, you have kids, and that's how your life is fulfilled. But I've never seen that, and I still don't feel that way, and I just don't think that it is now impossible for me to live some fulfilled life just because I don't want to have children of my own. I don't feel like that's some defining piece of me, and I feel that I am myself the way I am, and I don't need to take on the role of mother or something in order to live life. I am excited to just live the life that I want to, the way that I want to, and I just get really tired of people shoving it down my throat that basically I'm wrong for what I am thinking. I'll change my mind one day, when in reality, no, I'm not going to. And I'm allowed to feel that way, and I'm allowed to think that. And I think there are other people that also feel the same way. And recently I've spoken to 2 people that I know, and these are the only 2 people ever in my life that have shared this feeling. Because I know I've been afraid to come out and say these things. I feel like people look at you like you're some kind of bad person, or you're evil, or something like that, when in reality it's just, hey, you know what, motherhood, it's not for me, and I recognize that. And instead of bringing some child into this world because everyone else around me pressures me into it, and then not fulfilling that role in a way that is genuine, I'm recognizing it and understanding that, you know what, it's not for me. And someone out there is, they will feel fulfilled by being a mother, and they're going to be an amazing mother because of it. I think everyone has a choice on the matter, and it shouldn't make anyone less or more or any different, It doesn't mean that I have some weird, like, I want to go out and hurt a child or something. It's just, sure, I can be friends with someone's kid and look out for them and, want the best for them, but it doesn't mean that I have to have one for myself. That's just not in the cards for what I want for my life. I just think it's wrong and annoying and frustrating when people just come out and tell you that what you want for your own life is not real, and they know better. It's frustrating, and I'm sick of it, and I'm tired of it, and I hope that maybe more and more people will speak up on not wanting to be a mother or a father or a parent or, whatever, and it just becomes more accepted as that's okay. Because, yeah, I see my life You know, I've always wanted to have a partner, but I've just never, ever wanted to have a child. I'll have a pet. I love animals. I'll have as many pets as I want, and I see no problem with that, but having my own child is just not something that I want for myself, and I'm not going to hide that anymore or be afraid to be honest about my feelings, because, you know, no one hears someone talk about wanting children in the future, like a little girl growing up and saying, you know, when I'm a mom, no one looks at her and says to her, oh, you'll change your mind one day. You know, I know better because I didn't have children. So why do we have to push this idea onto people that in order to be happy or normal or live a fulfilled life, like, these are the things you have to do. You have to go to school, go to college, get a good job, get married, have a kid, have a family. I mean, just let people live their lives. There's so much more to life than just being in a cookie cutter, and I feel like this could be a really great opening conversation for a lot of people to not be afraid to share how they feel, if they want children, if they don't want children, if they want children of their own, if they want to adopt, if they just want to, you know, be that cool aunt or uncle or whatever. I feel like it's okay. Just do what makes you happy and live the life that makes you fulfilled. So if anyone wants to have this conversation with me, I would love to have a conversation, so leave me a comment or make me a video or something. Just, I don't know, I'm hoping that this is not just some crazy thing in my own head. I don't think it is, and I would love to be able to have this conversation with anyone, someone who does want kids, someone who doesn't, someone who does already have kids. I just think it is important to just hear everyone out, and I am hoping that I can have this conversation with more than the one person or two people that I know in my life, because man, it gets lonely when you think you're the only person who feels a certain way. But hopefully someone else does, and if they don't, hopefully someone else maybe just understands where I'm coming from, and I'd love to be able to chat and put on my thinking cap with you and just listen to each other and talk. So yeah, thanks for listening to my rants and rambles, and hopefully speak to you soon.